I'm Rick, and I've been doing massage 23 years. I probably specialize in Rolfing. My mentors would be Eric Dalton, who I've studied quite a bit. I played a lot of tennis. Would play 3 to 5 hours a day normally. Very active. Did a lot of hiking, camping, and then it was interesting. Once I had that heat stroke coming out of Grand Canyon, it changed my life in a way that I couldn't do any of these things anymore. I think I started to say I was once outside talking to a neighbor who kept me out there longer than I knew I should have been in front of the mailbox, and I started to feel like I was going down. So that was always a scary situation for me. I didn't like having that hanging over my head. Warren's like, hey, you gotta get in this, and he'd been like this pretty persistent for a long time, and he really cared about me. Otherwise he just would have said, you know, forget him. He told me about it for probably a year and a half before I actually went in it. I just thought it didn't make any sense to go in a machine that gets hot and I have heat stroke symptoms. So but finally one day I wasn't feeling well, and he said, go and get in, drive up to Sedona. I bought a package and of like 10, and on that second one, everything changed. It was literally a miracle for me. I've talked to other people who've got in the machine, had different experiences with it. I just spoke with somebody recently who's got chronic myofascial pain in their body and chronic fatigue. And this person was, she had said that this was the only thing that's helped her, only thing that she's discovered after years of suffering and pain. Doesn't surprise me. For me, even when I walked out, I didn't know that any of the I didn't know that anything had changed probably until a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, maybe the next time I got in. I did have one experience when I got in. I felt like a superhero coming out. I felt this exuberant energy. The infrared part of it, I knew nothing about infrared, zero. What it does, creating the miracle molecule nitric oxide, that amazes me. All the claims that they make and the things that they say that this machine can do for your heart. Cleans your plasma, your lymph, cleans everything. It took me several times before I worked up a really good sweat in the sauna. I was that clogged. I heard the record was 100 times for somebody who got in before they broke a sweat. People who have major health issues like blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, what I've seen happen is that they kind of disappear. You know, if they continue on some sort of a detoxification program, which is what this whole thing is to me. You're detoxing, detoxing, detoxing. You're always detoxing, going to the next level. You get a good sweat. That sweat, there's only a couple of ways you can really release this toxic sludge in our bodies. And one of the ways is sweating. I did sweat lodges for many years, and I got a lot out of that. This was like having my own private sweat lodge. Vitality was at a record low when I went in. I couldn't even go out in the sun. You know, it changed everything. I say get in one, buy some packages, and I'd say try 10 sessions. They'll give you a good idea. Have an open mind. And then I would say buy one. You know, I'd say get one, you know, or at least find a way that you can use one.